Hi traders, in this very video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to trade the structure, liquidity, and POI every single day. How I approach the market, how I go about it every single time. So these are a few trades I took as of last week and this very week, and I won some that lost some of this very trade. In this very video, I'm going to help you and guide you on how I go about it every single time. So it's a popular strategy and I believe many of you have gone to your chart, tried it out, but you don't know how to go about it every single time, right? Today you're on another time frame, tomorrow you're on another time frame, tomorrow you're doing another 10, right? So in this very video, I'm going to give you a structured lesson on how to go about it every single time, right? If you are taking a trade, how you are going to take that very trade, why you are taking that very trade, and what is going to make you take that very trade, and also where you are expecting the price to get to. So I'm not going to waste time. Let me jump right to the video. Let me show you guys how to go about it. So let's go. So this was one of the trades I took as of last week, and this trade hit full take profit. And if you watch, these are some sell I also caught as of last 2 weeks, and this 3 sell hits full TP. And there are so many other opportunities like that, right? There's this sell I'm currently on today, right? I caught this major sell last week, this very major sell. Then there's this other sell I'm currently on today, this very trade I'm currently on. And most of these very trade signal will drop on my Telegram, right? It's a free Telegram, and the link is in the description of this very video. So you can see many of the trades were dropped on the free Telegram. And if you watch, we are currently on this very trade on USD JPY, which I also drop as a signal for them, and also on a BTC trade, right? So now I'm not going to waste time. Let me begin. First thing, once you go over to your chart, you want to analyze and then predict where the price is heading, right? There are some key things you want to watch with your structure, liquidity, POI, of which structure is going to help you know the trend, which let me type everything out so you guys can see it. The structure is going to help you know in brackets the trend of the markets. So you'll be able to know if you'll be looking out for buys or you will be looking out for sales within that very market. Then the second thing, which is the liquidity, which is going to help fuel the move, right? These are three key things. Liquidity now in brackets is going to help fuel the move, right? Either the move to the upside or the move to the downside, since you now know what you will be doing, if you will be buying or you'll be selling. Now the POI now they are your entry, right, which are my order block and breaker block, right? There are order blocks and breaker block, which are for entry. These are where I will now take the trade from, where I will now activate, set my limit order on, right? So now how do I go about it? How do I go over take trade with this every single time? So the first thing I do is I come to my chart and I go to a higher time frame. Meaning once I wake up and I want to do my analysis, I first go to a higher time frame. And those higher time frame I love using are my daily, my 4-hour, and my 2-hour time frame. So take note of that. Daily, which is the 1 day time frame, then 4H, 4-hour time frame, then the 2-hour time frame. These are the three major higher time frame I use, and I'm going to tell you what I do on this time frame. Then there are so many traders who also use much higher time frame, like their monthly, weekly time frame. But me personally, I don't go to those higher time frame. I only use this certain time frame, right? Now, on this time frame, what I want to do is I mark out key levels, right? I mark out key levels on this higher time frame. Now, I'm going to show you how I mark out those key levels and why I mark out those key levels. Now, those are levels now I expect the price to get to. These are the reasons why I mark out that level. The very first reason is a level where price is heading. Meaning, if I'm taking buys, I can mark out that level at the top. Meaning, I'm expecting the price to keep buying till it gets there. So it's a key level where I expect the price to buy and then get to. So I can see that level is the level I want to stop my buy. So I can keep buying till it get there. So that's the reason I mark out key level. That's the first reason. The second reason I mark out this key level, why I do go to this higher time to mark out this key level, is those are possible, right? They are possible reversal zone. Meaning the price can get there and then reverse, right? There are possible reversal zones. The price can get there and then reverse. Maybe it was going up, get there and start selling, start going down, or it was going down, get there and start buying, just like that. So these are the two reasons I mark out these very key levels, right? Now, that's the first thing I do once I go to the chart and I want to do my analysis. I want to take any trade. I want to mark out these key levels as a possible reversal zone and as a possible zone where price is heading, of which I'm going to combine all of this and then show you how to go about it every single time. How I mark out my key level, how I go about it, right? Now, the second thing I do is I now go to my lower time frame. This lower time frame now is now my entry time frame. This is now the time frame I now go over, mark out my order block, breaker block, break of structure, then liquidity, then I start taking my trade, right? So the time frame I do use are mostly the 1 hour is the highest time frame I use. Then I have my 30 minutes. Then I have my 15 minutes time frame. So these are the three main time frame I use for my entry. Then sometimes I want to trade on a lower time frame, so I will use my 5 minutes. There are traders who use 1 minute time frame, but those are not the time frame I use. Right, give you what I use and how I go about it. Now on this time frame, these are now my entry time frame. Right, these are now my entry time frame, and on this time frame, I want to watch out for all my criterias. Right, all my criterias, which are my BOS or a change of character, which is meaning it's going down, a change of character is gonna go up, right, just like that. Then liquidity and order block or BB slash OB, order block or breaker block. So I now mark out these levels for my entry. So with these things now, that's how I go about it every single time. And now let me go to the chart and then show you practical example, what I mark out and then how I mark it out and how I go about it. Now as I go to any time frame, right, once I go to any chart, right, let's use this EURUSD I took this couple of this very sell. We also send that as a signal to the Telegram. Like I told you, this Telegram is 100% free, right? It's a free Telegram I created just to share some trades, setups, right? I dropped that very EURUSD signal for the Telegram, right? Now, this was how I took this very trade and how I went about it. Now, this market was bullish. Then there were also some other sales I took as of last 2 weeks. These very sales right here. I'm also going to show you how I took these sales. Now this market was bullish, then you know what that means. I'm going to mark out a key level at the top where I expect the price to buy to, where price is heading. Then once the price is there, it's a possible reversal zones. So now the level I marked out, let me remove all of the drawings and show you practical how I go about it. Now on a daily time frame, I have this high, which is a key level, and this is how I mark out key level. This is the basic idea right behind key level. Right now, this is a high, and that's how I mark my key level, right? It points where the price got to. On getting there, it started selling. So what I mark out at that very level as a key level for me is the candle body close, right? Where the candle closed, that's where the wick started coming off, right? So that's what I mark out as a key level. And the simple idea behind this is this very level, if I mark it out like this with my box, you know the box is what we use to mark out our order block. If I mark it out like this very level is an actual order block on a lower time frame. I believe you know what order block is. Order block generally is the last opposite candle before you move. So this is a long wick, and long wick can as well be an order block. So if you watch on a lower time frame, this is a long wick I marked out, which is a key level on the daily time frame. On a lower time frame now, it's gonna be an order block. You can see on a 4-hour time frame now, this is the actual last blue candle before the price started dropping, which is an order block. The last opposite candle before the price started going down. So you can see that. So it's a long wick on a higher time frame, but it's an actual order block on a lower time frame. So that's the general idea behind that key level. That's the general sense behind that key level. Now, this key level now is a possible reversal zone, and also if the price is going up, it's a level I can keep taking buys till the price gets there. So now, if you notice, it gave so many buy opportunity, but I was not opportune to catch all of the buys. I only caught few. Then I got stopped out on some. Right? I can't even remember where I took some of the buys. Right? I got stopped out on some, and I only caught few of them. Now, if you watch, buy opportunity from an order block using this as a liquidity, You can see it's going up. So it bought till it get to this very key level. On getting here, when I did this analysis the other day, the price was not even there yet, right? I was waiting for the price to come there. So the price was not even there yet when I did the analysis. Now, on getting there, what happened? It gave a change of character, showing you that that's a zone that the price will reverse from. I believe you all know what a change of character is. A possible reversal zone. Now, what happened? It has this break to the upside, BOS to the upside, showing you that it's bullish, then it broke to the downside. That's this BOS to the downside. What's that now telling you? It has now changed from bullish, it has broken to the downside. And what happened? It came back to this other block, which is the same strategy I trade, the same strategy I teach on this very YouTube. And other block, which is the last blue candle before the price started going down. My entry time frame, 30 minutes time frame, is right there. So if you watch, that's the actual order block that was present right there. Then what happened? That's this low, which is a break of structure to the downside. Right? So break of structure is what I used to know my structure. You all know that by now. Then it has this high, which this high now automatically is acting as a liquidity protecting the order block. You know, this liquidity now is the internal pullback. It created the liquidity before it broke structure. So it's an internal pullback before BOS. And that has liquidity protecting the order block. So take your first sell. Right? Stop loss above the long wick. There's a long wick right here. Stop loss to be above it. Right? Then, if you want to be aggressive, you can set your stop loss slightly above the order block. But just to be on the safe side. Then where can I target? The nearest low, which is very low, which is the nearest liquidity the price will take out. Already giving me 1:3 risk to reward ratio. Then overall, if I can keep holding this very trade, I can target the next key level. And that key level now is a possible reversal zone for this market. And if you go to a higher time frame, which is the time frame I mark out this key level, you're gonna watch. After taking this very trade, the next key level now is this next low, which is this long wick again on a 4-hour time frame. You can see this long wick right here. I can mark it out as my order block. Possible zone price can get to. So I can see that level is my take profit. Giving me 1:4 risk to reward ratio. Meaning if I was risking about $1,000, I will make $4,000. If I was risking $10,000, I'll make $40,000 from this very trade. If I was risking $100, I'll make $400, just like that, right? So it gave pretty cool 1:4 risk to reward ratio, hit your full TP. And now if you watch, price is still going down, market is still bearish. What am I interested in doing? Looking out for sales. So I'm going to keep looking out for sales till it gets to the next key level. This is a possible reversal zone. That does not mean the price will actually reverse from there. Now what do you do? For reversal, watch out for a change of character. Meaning it's going to change from either being bullish to become bearish or from being bearish to become bullish. Just reversal that is going to make you do the opposite of what the price was doing. Now let me show you another practical example. Like I told you, this is the way I trade. This is how I go about trading every single time. Right? So let me show you another trade I took on USD JPY. And this other trade now was also sent out to everyone. Right? It was also sent out as a free signal to the Telegram. The link is in the description. We don't win all trades. I also have another trade I took right here where I got stopped out. Right? Let me show you where I took the trade and I got stopped out from that very trade. Right there. Let me show you practical. One, I got stopped out, right? Possible reversal zone, but it did not hold. So you don't win all trades. No strategy is gonna give you 100% win rate, but at least with this system, with this strategy I teach here, with the way I go about it, at least you're gonna win over half of the trades you are taking. And by the way, before I continue, if you wish to learn from me directly, right? You watch what I'm doing, you feel it's easy and you want to learn from me directly, you can join my mentorship class, right? The registration is currently ongoing. You can click on the link in the description to join. Just click on the link and you'll be redirected. Then you make your payment and you'll be added to the mentorship class group. And also, I teach monthly. So meaning in August, I'm going to have some set of students I teach. Then in September, I'm going to have some set of students. Just like that, I teach monthly. And once you pay for any of the mentorship class, you will be added to the general group. Right? You'll be added to the general group where you can easily access students, right? I have students I've been training since the beginning of the year, right? Students have been with me, they are all here. All the students I've trained, they are all there. So you have lifetime access to this very group. You can always access this group, drop your questions, learn from other students here, right? If you notice, this is one of my students withdrawing about $400 from the forex market. You can see the withdrawal, about $399 withdrawing. And if you watch, look at what he has to say, right? Look at what he has to say, right? We learned from the best at Geek, right? So if you notice, this is the group. The group is active. All students drop their setups, drop how it's going. If you notice, full TP, 4RR, just like that, right? So now, if you wish to join, there's a link in the description to join, and then you'll be redirected and you make your payments. Click on the link in the description, you'll be redirected, you make your payment, and you'll be added, right? So now let's not waste time. This is another key level I marked out. In this case, this is an order block on it for our time frame. In this case, if you notice, I didn't mark out a long wick because there's no long wick available right here. So I have to mark out the last opposite candle, which is this actual order block right here. So this was the level I was now expecting the price to get to and then sell from. So I'm coming back there. My entry time frame, my 30-minute time frame, coming back, the price activated a trade, right? Activated a trade, gave a change of character, but what happened? It came back up and then stopped me out, right? Which is normal. Where was I targeting? The next key level. That was where I was targeting. So what happened? It just came, sold off for some time. I didn't take my profit. It just came up, stopped me out, right? So I lost this very trade, meaning it's a show that you don't win all trades. I don't win all trades. You won't win all trade with this. Now, this other trade I took right here, this is what it made sell. This was also a signal I also sent out to everyone, and everyone took the trade as well. This was how I also took it. And this was the setup. This, I guess, I sent out this very signal. Was it this week? Right, let me show you the setup and let me show you the setup so you can see it right there. We don't win all trades, but at least we win most of the trade. And you can see the signal where I was now saying enjoy. We're moving in over 1:5 right? This was the setup right here. You can see the setup. So the signal I said sell USD JPY, and also on a 2-hour time frame from this very key level right here. And also for my students, I also have a VIP signal group where I also give signals to my students specifically. Now, let me show you how I took this very trade. Similar thing, this level I also marked out was a higher time frame key level. And you can see this is a 4-hour time frame order block. So this is a possible zone price can get to and then reverse from. And if you watch, it has break to the downside, then liquidity protecting it. Now, on getting there, I didn't just jump on a sell. On getting there, I was watching for the price to give a proper confirmation, of which this was what I saw that made me took that very sell. Right, there was a change of character to the downside right here. The price broke past this very recent low, and it happened on a much lower time frame. It broke past this recent low, change of character to the downside, and there was also a news that very day. So with my prediction, I predicted a news live with my student. I also predicted it. I did it as a live on this very YouTube channel. So I did it, everyone saw it. I predicted a news live and we are expecting a sell. So we took profit at 1:5. So the trade gave us 1:5. That was when we took our profit and we left the trade as of last week. So this was the second trade, right? If you notice, market is now bearish. If you notice, I'm still expecting more sales. This is another sell I'm also on. This trade is currently moving 1:2, right? Almost 1:3, right there. I'm expecting to come to this very key level, and this is the only key level I expect reversal to happen. You can see it's a 4-hour time frame order block. So meaning I expect the price to get here before it will reverse or before it will buy. The same concept, the same strategy. And you can see I'm already waiting for the buy at that very level. So that's why I'm on this sell. I'm going to keep looking out for sales till it gets there. Then once it's there, I can now start looking out for reversal, right? Just like that. So if this video was helpful, right? So I guess that's the end of the video. If you have questions, you can chat it in the comment section. Let me see if I can reply you and then help you out. So if this video was helpful, like the video, drop a comment, and also share the video with your friends so you can also come over, learn from this very video, and then improve, right? So guys, subscribe and turn on the notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the very next video. So take care, guys.